Yes, brother, I'm gonna start a whole brand new series of me reviewing every different arcs in One Piece, and at the end of me reviewing the arcs, I'll be rating it out of 5 star. Then at the end of the series, I would be making a tier list of what's my favorite and what's my least favorite One Piece arc. But to begin with this amazing One Piece arcs, we are going to start with Remains Dawn. So we started off well. There was pirates at this one island, and Luffy really wanted to join this crew. So to show them that he's a man and he's grown enough to be part of the pirates crew, he decided to stab his face with a knife. So manly. That's such a Luffy thing to do. Looking back at it, then in the bar where they were fixing his face up, there was a devil fruit in a chest next to them, and Luffy, being hungry, they decided to eat this weird looking thing. He ate it, and Shanks was shocked, and he told Luffy this was the gummy fruit, this was the rubber fruit, but in reality, we know that's not the rubber fruit. Then a pirate that kidnapped Luffy, and Shanks that sacrificed his arm to save Luffy, and then Shanks, being the man, gave Luffy the rat. No, Shanks the rat gave Luffy the hat, and with Luffy promised to Shanks that he will become a great pirate to return the hat to Shanks. Luffy got a small time skip. He's 19 now. He set sails, but quickly he got stuck in a bay. Then he ended up on Captain Alvida's ship, with Kobe being there, being a slave basically. So then Kobe and Luffy Luffy did destroy Captain Alvida. He took Kobe to an island close by, but because Kobe wanted to become a marine one day, so the closest island with like a marine base is this place where they caught a pirate hunter named Roronoa Zoro, and Luffy wanted this guy to be part of his crew. So Luffy went to go save Zoro, and he got Zoro and Luffy. They destroy everybody there. Zoro joins the SWAT crew. Zoro joins Luffy and became the first mate of Luffy. And Zoro is a pirate hunter, so now there's gonna be a weird title, because now he's pirate hunter Zoro, but now he's part of a pirate. It's weird, but One Piece. And by the way, I will always do this every time I finish an arc, and if there's someone that's quite important to the arc, I would talk about that person. And the main person that's very important to the arc is Shanks. Shanks was quite important to the arc. He's the one that gave Luffy the hat and gave Luffy his dream and to save Luffy, the main character. So Shanks is very important, and the fact that Shanks is probably the first person, second or third person we have seen in One Piece, but we still know nothing about Shanks. And there's a lot of theories on Shanks, but what I can tell from Shanks is in this arc, Shanks is a very nice guy, no ego, very humble guy, but at the same time Shanks can be Shanks can be a killer. So yeah. And which I'm gonna give this arc a solid 3 stars out of 5. And the next arc is Orton's Town. And to start off, we've seen Zoro, Luffy, just sailing around. They don't know where to go because none of them's a navigator. They're hungry. They're not safe. So then Luffy's seen a big bird, not a big bird, like a bird flying now. So you think, okay, food. Make me quickly grab this bird. Then we eat it. Then we kill it. Yeah. So Luffy went to go grab this bird, but they quickly realize this bird is 10 or 20 times bigger than them. So this bird literally took Luffy to the next island. And for once in his life, out of nowhere, his navigating skills, his direction got amazing. Then he started to keep up with the bird. But Zoro couldn't keep up because it's a bird, bruh. It's a bird. Can you, bruh, it's a bird. So then Zoro seen 3 random people. He saved those 3. Then it turned out they're not actually like normal people. They are pirates, and they tried to steal the boat from Zoro, but Zoro being the goat, just destroy them with one hand or one arm. Just his biceps just destroying them. So then Zoro asks what happened to those three idiots. Then it turned out a girl that tricked them and stole their boat and took their treasure and they did, and she was gone. Then we got to a girl with orange hair ran away from the Buggy's crew. Then when Luffy was coming with the bird, because Luffy, at this time Luffy was still in the bird's mouth, those pirates tried to shoot down that very massive bird. Then Luffy did escape the mouth of the bird. Then he, being a goat, kick them and destroy them and save this girl from those evil pirates. So when they were safe from those pirates, she got a plan with Luffy, and her name is Nami, the girl. So Nami got a plan for Luffy to get those treasure from Buggy. So then her plan was to act like this was her plan, and she took Luffy and she went to Buggy. Then Buggy, being the goat, being the smartest guy in this series so far, because so far Luffy and Zoro are very dumb human beings. So Buggy, being smart, he, like, out of nowhere, this girl had come, and this grand pirate who was threat, we see, remember, it was Shanks. So Buggy, being smart, he put her for a test. She have a Buggy bomb, and by the way, Buggy have a special bomb that just destroying burdens left and right, because he put her in a test. Nami would shoot the bomb at Luffy, but Nami, having a heart for once, she decided, nope, I'm not going to do this. Then they start fighting. Nami did hit, I think, a random pirate with a stick. Pause. So they start fighting. And by the way, Luffy was still like in a case, he couldn't get out. Then Zoro appeared. Zoro did wiping the people out. Then when Zoro cut Buggy, it didn't do as well, because Buggy have the sop fruit, which basically he can cut any limbs of him and it wouldn't hurt him. So then they have to retreat, because at this point they are losing. There's more people on Buggy and they have the bombs. Then later Luffy defeated Buggy with a kick to the balls. And the character that's probably most important to the arc is probably Nami. Also, plus Nami is quite important in the East Blue saga, and this will probably be the last time on only songs I'll get to talk about Nami. But Nami, so what in Orange Town, Nami is like a smart, very smart character, and she's always 2-3 steps forward, and she's your normal anime female character to the main character, just beating him up. But Nami is a good character, and hopefully, and I know, you'll see more of Nami. And I will give this arc a 2.5 stars out of 5. Now it's time for probably the weakest arc of the series, and that's Syrup Village. And Syrup Village that introduced us to one of the probably the most popular story member, Usopp. But this arc is just average, man. And maybe just quickly go down what I'm talking about. So the three gangs and Usopp got along very quickly. They had to make friends and everything. And Usopp is quite the biggest liar in the world, basically. Usopp got a very big nose, and that nose have been telling a lot of lies. So Usopp and his village, they don't like Usopp. Usopp don't like the village, and the village don't like Usopp. But there's only one person Usopp like, and that's the girl of the village, the mayor. But she's very sick, and her god, her Bucker, he's quite an evil person. He's a former pirate. He's part of a cat crew, the cat pirate, and he was going to steal all the money and kill the mayor. But luckily Usopp, hearing the bad news, they run to and scream, they're going to kill us. But then the Strat step in and they destroy the cat crew. And then for the Strat for helping the island, she give them the guy Mary, And later we'll find out this Godemary will have a sad, very sad death. But, and Usopp, that also is on the crew. Yes, we got another member of the Straw Hat crew. But let me talk about Usopp. Usopp is a good character because we are basically Usopp. If we think about it, we are Usopp because Usopp is weak physically. He's weak. He does not have a day of fruit. He's just a normal guy, and we can relate to that because we have a lot of powerful people so far. We have Luffy, who is a rubberman. We have Zoro, who is a very powerful swordman. And Nami, even though Nami is not powerful, he's important to the crew. But Usopp is just a man. He's just a man. He's just a man in a godly world, basically. So we can relate to Usopp, and I think we need someone like Usopp for the fans to relate. So I really like Usopp to begin with. And I will give this arc a sadly 2 out of 5 stars. So that was probably the lowest arc, but it's time for probably the base arc so far. From the worst to the base, the Brocky arc. Let's begin. So the crew was just eating at this very fancy place, and they meet a very suave, safe named Sanji, and with the guy got a very eyes for the ladies. But we have seen a very sick and hungry man walking the place looking for food because the guys just come from the Green Line, which, by the way, in every arc they have mentioned the Green Line, so we know the Green Line is very important. So this guy just come back from the Green Line. He's hungry. He say he just meet a very powerful pirate that just cut his whole crew or subs just by himself, and we know he's a warlord, Mihawk the goat. But the guy was hungry, and the other safe didn't want to make him food because he didn't pay. But Sanji, being a good person, he gave the guy food without the guy paying Sanji. And then Luffy, the Sanji say he's gonna find the old blue. And when he said that, the way he was so happy when he said that, it reminded me of like Luffy a little bit. Then Luffy asked him what is his dream, because Sanji had so much like hope, so much hopeful for doing this dream. He had passion when he had to say that, and that's why it kind of reminded me of Luffy. But then a certain goat, the goat, Draco Mihawk, the greatest swordman alive, not you redhead Shanks, that's so up. And people was peeing their pants as soon as they saw that Spin himself. The guy that got destroyed in the Green Line, he had to say to them, that's the guy that destroyed our fleet by himself. Then Jeff, being an old smart man, he had to tell us that's the warlord, the greatest swordman, Draco Mihawk. Then Zoro, having a chance to finish his story, to finish his dream, Zoro decide. And Zoro had been looking for this guy for a long time, and this guy let to walk and knock on his doorstep. Zoro decide, now you know what, this is the day that I'm going to complete my dream. He challenged Mihawk to a duel. Then Mihawk accept the duel, the sword duel, but Mihawk don't hunt a rabbit with a knife. Mihawk did destroy Zoro. Zoro had no chance in hell. Zoro was outmatched. Sword skill, bar for bar, leg for leg, sworn for sworn. Zoro got destroyed. Zoro got packed up. Mihawk was smoking a Zoro pack. Mihawk was standing on business, boys. He was standing on business. Mihawk tapped him and he gone pause. So then Zoro did clay to the word, clay to his captain, clay to Mihawk, that he would never lose a fight ever again. Does that sound right, Luffy? And that's the greatest line. And so we got 2 amazing lines. The sword on the back is for cowards. I don't know the code where it make me look up the. You say scar on the swordman, or the swordman be the same, and then turn around to face Yoru head on, one of the 12 supreme swords. So then Mihawk did left, but then Don King saw up to fight or to steal everything because his fleet is gone. Then Luffy step up to fight Don, King, and Luffy was a very hard fight, and this was probably Luffy's hardest fight because the whole time Luffy did just destroy people. Alvida Luffy destroy him. Her, sorry. For Kuros, Luffy destroy him. For this fight, it was hands to hands. This was boxing. They were boxing each other, but Luffy came out winning and swinging. So Luffy won. But then we heard a news that Nami took the boat and she did run away. And yeah, that's the arc. That's the arc. The person that I will talk about is not Luffy. It's not Nami. It's not Usopp. It's not Mihawk the goat. It's Zoro. Zoro to prove himself as one of the best characters. From the first arc, Zoro have been like impressive. The Orange Town and the Usopp arc, Zoro done nothing, but in this arc, Zoro done a lot. He fought Mihawk. He had a lot of great lines during the fight. He had two amazing lines, Scars and Swordman and I Will Never Lose. Zoro saw himself as one of the best One Piece character of all time. And I will give this arc a 4 out of 5 star. One of the best arcs so far. But guys, stay tuned because next week I will be covering one of the base arc and one arc that became a One Piece fan. The next arc is Arlong Park, the main reason why I'm making One Piece videos today. I'm gonna see you guys today. Like the video and subscribe, and goodbye.